he said the phrase I'm about to tell you very loudly, like he was talking outside. He was kind of like a New York type with like big, framed glasses, talking to another guy. And then after he said this thing, which I'm about to say, I turned around and kind of like here, like, what is it? And then he kind of looked at me and they got quiet. So I don't know what he was talking about, what the context is. So guys, let me know. How does this ever make sense? He said this. He goes, I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm saying that's the case. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying that's the case all the time. Well, if it's not the case, then it certainly can't be the case all the time. So, how would that make sense? Can you just let me know? Guys, how could that sentence ever make sense as a response to someone? I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying that's the case all the time. If you say it like that, maybe it kind of makes a little bit more sense. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying that's the case all the time. No, it never makes sense. That sentence never makes sense. This is the thing that I will think about the rest of the day. And I will just sit to myself in the car being like, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying, and you know what, guys? I have to know so badly because it's just going to eat me up the rest of the day that I'm going to go up to those guys and I'm going to ask them, look, I know this is weird, but what was the case? What was the case? That it couldn't be, that's the case, but all the time. I got to know. I got to go right now. I'm going to go ask him. I don't care. I'm sorry, this is the weirdest thing ever, but when I was passing by, I heard you say a phrase that was like, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying that's the case all the time. And I was just thinking to myself, because this is going to eat me up the rest of the day, how could that sentence have made sense? What was the case, but it's not the case all the time? Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you say that?
Say it a different way.
You said, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying that's the case all the time.
Okay, so
how could that ever make sense?
Here's the answer. The answer is that
you're an interesting young man that you would know.
When I say something,
I still don't understand.
Right?
But go ahead.
No, but that's exactly what you said.
I did.
That's what you said.
I did.
Okay.
I said that's not the case. It's the case all the time.
Okay.
That's the emphasis of it's not the case now and again. It's not the case here and there.
Right.
It's the case all.
Got it. Okay, in that context, it makes sense.
Yes.
That was all I needed to know.
I just have to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
What is it that you...
This story gets so weird. The strangest turn of events. Turns out I know that guy's daughter, and all of my best friends are best friends with that family and have been DMing me. They're like, oh my gosh, that's Marty. So the two guys at the coffee shop, I know the guy, long hair, that guy, not the glasses guy. I know the other guy's daughter. And it's just like, what are the chances? It doesn't make any sense. And all I'm saying is sometimes when you get a little weird itch to do something, you don't know why, but maybe that's God just kind of pushing you. And I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying that's the case all the time.